a beloved son, a beloved friend, a beloved father. So rest in peace, energy. I love you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. That was a tough one, guys. All right, let's get back into the show. So we got an awesome bachelor that is stepped out to the side. We're going to bring him in. You guys are going to get to know him a little bit. He goes by the name Alphonse.
Hey, people.
Oh, hey now. Sorry, let me get you on the little mute tone. Hold on. Let me get you in the small box. Sorry, Alphonse.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Alphonse, how we doing?
Oh, I'm excellent. How are you, Dorian?
I'm trying to act like you're not sitting next to me right now.
How do we do that? I like sitting next to you.
All right, but anyway, Alphonse, I got some random facts about you that we might not know. So it says here, I've been to 8 different countries. Give us, what are some of your favorites, and what were you doing traveling?
Ooh, shoot. I like to climb. I like to paddle. I like to get outdoors and, yeah, adventure as much as I can. So I really like Spain for that. I climbed in Mallorca a little bit, which is an island near Ibiza. So I did that. I love the food in Italy. I had an ex in Canada. So shout outs to our neighbors to the north.
Quit bragging.
Hey, Mexico's a beautiful country too. Lots of green, lots of good people. So I enjoyed that fully. And then Amsterdam. I mean, come on. Do I need to say more?
Hey now, no, I definitely like where your head is at, and maybe one of these bachelorettes, if they're willing to take a trip with you, maybe that could be a heck of a 6th date, 7th date, 8th date, probably closer, like, you know, a couple months into it. All right, and so while we get into a couple more of his random facts, can I get my lovely and beautiful contestants to request the box? Okay, it says here also, I can ride a unicycle. Did you work for a carnival? How does one go about getting into riding a unicycle?
It was fun. I needed something to do during the pandemic, so I picked up a lot of weird skills. They make people laugh and they make me smile.
Oh, well, that definitely makes sense. And speaking of unicycles, if you guys would send one wheel, I hate my life. Anyways, for the last random fact about you, it says, I've never played a game of golf, and I don't plan to unless it's putt-putt. What do you got against golf?
I never learned, and I figured, if no one was ever going to teach me, then I was going to get good at one of them, and putt-putt's cuter. What can I say?
Hey now. Okay, I like the way you put that. Okay, without further ado, we have 3 amazing contestants for you. Are you ready to meet these lovely ladies?
As I'll ever be.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into the show. Okay, so we have here, your first contestant is going to be our lovely JL. And then if we could get Robin to request the box along with Fun Size to request the box. JL, how are we doing today?
Doing great.
Okay, JL, I have some random facts about you, and let me know if this is true. It says here, I am a mother. So how many children do you have?
I have 2. They're 7 and 5.
7 and 5. Okay, all right. 7 and 5. They're in that sweet spot. They're over the terrible 2s, right? And they're heading into those glory years where they'll be able to soon babysit themselves at one point. All right, okay. All right, and then it says here, I pierced my ears and belly button myself. Okay, all right. So a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. I don't know what would you call that? How did that come about?
I was a bad kid. I was into everything. I was always out on my bike in every school, playing basketball with everybody.
Okay, well, fair enough. Okay, so she's willing to take some risks. It looks like it has a decent amount of pain tolerance. Okay, all right, and it says it says here also, I am an avid painter. What type of stuff are you painting?
I paint all kinds of stuff.
Whoa, look at that. Let's all lean in and bump our foreheads.
I would zoom up and point, but Coke can I was in art for like 5 years during middle school, high school. I sit here on streams and color off screen that nobody knows. I've made top badge.
Well, definitely, I love, you definitely are an artist, a creative type, and I could definitely see those downstairs in the basement in Kelso's place, because she looks like Jackie from That 70s Show. I'm just gonna pointed out. All right, moving it right along over to Fun Size. And while we get to know Fun Size just a little bit more, we're still waiting on Robin. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. If you could request the box for us. So we have here Fun Size. Fun Size, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Speaking of Fun Size, you said are you actually Fun Size? Well, what are we talking here?
I don't know. Define fun size. I'm 5'3".
If she fits in my mouth, she's fun size.
Hey now.
Hey
Uh,
now.
so, Fun Size, it says here, New York City born and raised. You're also Italian. Tell us, break that down a little bit.
Italian and Puerto Rican. Hold on.
A,
And
a,
I'm more Puerto Rican than Italian. Let's get that. So,
Italian and Boricua, man, it doesn't get more fiery, spicy than that. You might have your hands full if you're picking the lovely Fun Size, Mr. Alphonse. Okay, going into another fact, love Spanish food and good, meaningful conversations. And can you combine those two, Fun Size?
I mean, yeah, of course. Who can't have a good conversation over good food?
I always say that conversation is the best seasoning for my food at the lunch and dinner table. Okay, all right, moving it right along over, we got the lovely Robin. How we doing, Robin?
I'm good, and you?
Robin, I'm picking up a bit of an accent. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, but I live in Bolivia.
Okay, from
Actually, now
Brazil.
I'm in Brazil now.
Okay, well, okay, well, welcome to the United States of a dating game. All right, so it says here, Robin, hopeless romantic. What's going on there? Why are you a single woman? What does a beautiful woman like you? What type of trouble does she run into?
I actually it's complicated. I study medicine, so I spend the whole day in the hospitals and like and reading, and I don't have much time. I know the relationship demands a lot of us. But about why I'm single, I don't know. Actually, men, I used to say that they feel intimidating by me. I don't know why. I'm
I
so
could
calm.
definitely see why. Yeah, you got that whole Disney princess vibe going on. All right, but hopefully we could turn you from a hopeless romantic into a hopeful romantic on today's episode. I'm gonna give y'all one more random fact about her. Speaking of being busy, she said she is a med student, which we already said, but she's a bit of a martial artist. So,
Yeah.
so could you be able to kick these contestants' butt if it was like a free for all? If we had to fight to win this guy over?
I'm bad. No, actually, I don't like gym. I'm more in martial arts. This year I want to do taekwondo, but when I was little, I used to do karate. I'm very kind actually. I can't tell this, but with me, no, with when people attack me, I'm very okay, very peaceful. I'm a very peaceful person, but when someone messes with my people, then I become
Hey, now, well, it's good to know you always got that skill in your back pocket. And speaking of martial arts, I think all these women are knockouts today. So, without further ado, I asked you, Alphonse, to come up with some questions for us. Some good questions for the three lovely ladies. We got Cloud9 is going to be contestant number one. We got Fun Size going to be contestant number two, and then we got Robin that's going to be contestant number three. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, so before we get into the questions, let me just let y'all know what we're doing. This is Rate the Date, the number one show on the app. We got the lovely in-house Alphonse. See, that's my hand. He's in-house. He's actually a good friend of mine. He looks handsome, that Hawaiian shirt. Look at him, ladies. Look at him. This looks weird, me reaching my hand over like that. All right, we got these three beautiful contestants that are going to be competing to win a virtual date with them, where we turn virtual date into reality. Couple of questions, two eliminations. He's going to pick one, and the rest is history. As long as the only thing I ask that you tune back in with whoever you pick next Thursday and give us a bit of an update. Sound good, everybody? So, without further ado, let's get into it. What is going to be your first question to the lovely Cloud9?
All right, Cloud9. You said you're big into art.
Yes.
Do you go to art museums? Do you like outdoor art? Do you like just making it? How
I
do you incorporate that?
photograph. I have a camera,
Okay.
so I take lots of pictures. I go on walks, and I've traveled down to Florida. I've been to Maryland, DC. Lots of trips to Mackinac up north. I'm in Michigan, so it's all down but west.
All right, fair enough. Alphonse, I don't know if you can picture you two together, but definitely, hopefully so. And awesome. Appreciate your you sharing that with us, Cloud9. Moving it right along to our lovely fun size over here, the Boricua Italiana.
All right. Fun size. You said that bonding over food and good conversation is big to you. Um, do you cook? Would you expect me to cook? Would we cook together? Go out to eat? Tell me.
No, I cook, and I do not like anybody in my kitchen either. Obviously, going out to eat is fine. Do not come in the kitchen when I'm next to you. A Puerto Rican and a knife. Come on.
Hey now, yeah, definitely rough combo. I've had to be on the other end of that, but that's for another story. Okay, moving it right along to the lovely Robin. What question do we have lined up for the lovely Robin?
Ooh, Robin. If you had to disappear and start a whole new life, what would that look like?
Mm.
Oh, I did it that so many times.
She's like, been there, done that.
If you had to disappear and start a new life with me, don't know nothing about me yet, what would that look like?
I can tell you, I'm a kind of person that I used to feel like a billion in one. Sometimes I want something very fancy, like live like a dream, a fancy life. And sometimes I just want to go to inside of the woods, like a set up on fire and stay there thinking nothing. And I don't know. I imagine that you is a person that loves that. I think that I see that
Spontaneity is the
love
word we're looking
song
for.
that prefer
Yeah, oh,
get
spontaneity
down
for
with the
sure.
crazy routine and all those things. I, I don't. Calma, essa foi a pergunta. Calma. So
Yeah, so something
if I
tells me
could
that.
disappear and create a brand new life, probably right now in that context, I would do something like that. Go to some cozy place, like and find myself
Beautiful,
and
beautiful.
love,
Yeah.
and feel more the love than the crazy routine and pay attention and look in the eyes, get phones out, and all those things.
Wonderful, wonderful. Definitely, I could picture that, and definitely, you guys probably out of all the other contestants have that in common. Y'all both love traveling, so I could see y'all's impulsive selves running all across the world, having some fun. Okay, bringing it back over to the lovely Cloud9 for her second question of the first round. What question you got lined up, Alphonse?
All right, Cloud9, what's the wildest thing you've done to get attention?
Ooh, other than being a streamer.
Um, Posted and blasted my baby daddies on Facebook.
Hold on. One more time for the one time. Posted my baby daddies and blasted them on Facebook.
Listen,
I just gotta take that.
daddy, I take care of the kids. They just need to work and do their part and do their weekends. And they try to no, I I'm
Yeah,
fine with doing it.
yeah. If only they would just
I
get
stay
it
at
together,
home.
right? They sometimes they have to learn the hard way.
Well, I'm kind of glad they didn't. So.
Yeah, yeah, you wouldn't be here today. Okay, moving it right along over to our lovely fun size. What question do you have lined up for fun size?
All right, what do you consider to be a red flag in a relationship with you?
A
Other than
red.
the Puerto Rican with the knife sometimes.
Well, that would be my red flag. Come on. No, a red flag is somebody that can't communicate, or when you're trying to communicate clearly, they immediately switch the blame and try to
Mm.
turn everything out and be like, oh no, I'm acting this way, whatever, or you're taking things out of proportion.
Yeah, diversion, deflecting. Yeah, those are two common things. When people get into that, they're headed down disastrous territory. So, good answer. All right, moving it again over to the lovely Robin. What question do you have lined up for her, Alphonse?
Robin, what's the most ridiculous thing you've bought in the last, let's say, 2 years?
Oh, the most ridiculous thing that I bought?
Hmm.
Oh my God, I can't tell. Actually, I buy a lot of things. Uh, but I used to buy things for people, like my family, my. But I don't know. I nowadays I have been controlling my money, but sometimes I go to the pet shop, and then I drop money there to buy things to my puppy.
Okay,
I
would
think
you
pretty
do?
close to my puppy, 1,000.
Well, fair enough. I appreciate that answer.
Yeah,
Okay, moving.
I think that's it. I don't know. Every single stuff that I buy, I need. I buy because I see it and I will use that. I try to don't accumulate a lot of things because I don't know. I don't like much things. I like expensive things and few things. Things that I use, and I only use one thing. I don't choose. I don't like to have like 1,000 brands. I like one or two, and that's all.
Yeah, no, well, that makes perfect sense, and I think Alphonse can relate to that. The rooms that we stay in aren't that cluttered. We're very compact in
But just
there.
the
So
food. My money's go to with the food. Food, food,
yeah,
food.
okay, definitely. Minimalism is the word. All right, bringing it back over to Cloud Nine. And unfortunately, I think we'll only have time enough for the first round for one more question. So definitely, Alphonse, make these questions count. So going into Cloud Nine, pun intended, what question do you have lined up for her?
What does romancing your partner look like to you? How would you romance me?
Um, Definitely doing things when I'm out already doing things with the kids. If I'm at home, just do the dishes. I hate doing the dishes. That's the one thing that I hate. I will cook. I will do all of the cleaning. I'll clean the kids' toys. I will do the grocery shopping, but I won't have to. I'll do them because I have
Take
to. I
note,
live
take
with
note, Alphonse.
kids. But definitely just helping me out when I'm lazy and don't want to do it
Well, fair
because
enough,
I've
fair
been
enough.
busy
Okay,
and
yeah, just work with the dishes.
I could do that.
Fair enough. Okay, moving it over to the final question of the first round for the lovely fun size. Make this one count.
Ooh. What are you dying to try in your next relationship?
Dying to try in my next relationship. Let's try loyalty. I mean, that's been an issue in the last.
Can I get
Just
an amen?
I'm
Oh.
not. I don't know how old you are. I may be a little older than the people in here. So, I mean, loyalty is kind of a big one. That's
Well,
why
fair
most of
enough.
them don't work out.
Yeah,
It's the bare minimum,
it's
though.
the least you
So
can ask for. But I know Alphonse, and he's a pretty loyal gentleman. But I've never dated him, so who knows? All right, moving it on to Robin for the final question of the first round. What question do you have for the lovely Robin?
hmm. What are you most passionate about?
Mm, um, I can
She's
tell
thinking.
you that right now I used to be obsessed with entertainment. Like create content and make films, um, all those things. But now I'm obsessed with my course that I'm doing, the medicine, see people, see disease, solve those problems, study, go deep. And I don't like when someone says something, I stay like only when something happened, I want to help in some way. So this is what captured my attention. Sometimes I was like, I wish I could watch some Netflix movie, but I stay like, no, but I have to go deeper because we don't have much time. But I love that. I love to be into this, and I don't know, explore and go deep in that part of my life. That's what I have been doing since 4 years. So that's what I have been working in my head too, that I have to do, that I be
Yeah,
obsessed, that I
definitely.
be
You
very, it
definitely
demands a
stay
lot of me.
busy. You definitely stay
Um,
busy always. You got you. Thank you for sharing about your career path. in itself, definitely. Okay, so unfortunately, that concludes the first round. But ladies, you did great. Can we get a round of applause for the ladies?
Thank
Yay.
Okay, yeah, and then Alphonse, you did good yourself. Okay, and good questions that you came up with. All right, so unfortunately, you can't keep them all. This is not that episode. You got to eliminate one, but rather than picking the person that you want to eliminate, how about we pick the person that you want to keep moving into round number two? So, without further ado, can I get a round of applause? Drum roll, please. Who's moving into round number two, and give us a reason why?
I want to get to know Fun Size a little more. I think she's got a lot of passion behind her, and I want to see what she's like when she's treated right. That sounds like everyone would enjoy it.
Aw, that's so adorable and good reason. Heartfelt. All right, this is where things get a little bit more tough. We got to make one more pick. Who is going to be the person that's going to be moving into round number two? Can I get another drum roll, please?
I'd like to keep talking to Cloud9 too.
Cloud9, congratulations. You move it into, of course, round number two. And Robin, we love you. You look great. I'm sure there's not one person in the chat, men or women, that can appreciate your beauty and all that you have to bring to the table. How about we bring you back on the show and feature you as like a bachelorette, and we find 3 contestants for you.
I love that. Oh, thank you for the invitation. That was super funny. And let's see the next.
In another life, I'd love to. You just got a lot going on right now, and I am much more like chilled out these days. I'm very focused on a couple of things, and we can't be on such different pages. So I hope you find yours soon.
Well, thank you so much, Robin, for tuning in. We appreciate y'all, and definitely tune into her stream. I'm a big fan, and I don't know about y'all, but Robin is definitely going to be my favorite bird from now on. Okay, we got a surprise. Before we move into round number two, it's down to 2, but we always got to throw a little curveball. Let's bring in another contestant. Why not? Niels, how's it going? Niels, how are we doing today?
Hey,
Oh, Maddie,
I'm
Maddie,
good.
Maddie, Maddie, Maddie.
Yeah,
Sorry.
my name is Mademoiselle.
How dare I?
Yeah.
Okay, Maddie, I got a couple random facts about you. Let's pick 2 fun ones about here. So, for your new contestant, Alphonse, we have here Maddie loves sushi and cosmetics.
Yeah.
I don't know how those 2 can go together, but maybe the cosmetics before the sushi date, or maybe some sushi while getting ready. Who knows? All right. So, and the second thing it has here, I love wearing pajamas while streaming. Do you got your PJs on right now?
Can I see 'em?
Yes,
Can I see 'em?
even now. You want to see my pajama?
Yeah, could you show us, everybody, your PJs?
Oh my God. I want to see. Could you see?
Yeah, we all could see. We could all see. Okay. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's what she sleeps in. I wonder what she does the dishes in. All right. Anyway, we got 3 contestants moving into round number 2. But before we get into that, how about we switch things up a little bit, ladies? We're definitely going to have Maddie be contestant number 1, Fun Size be contestant number 2, and then we'll end with Cloud9 being contestant number 3. But before he gets into the questions, how about we switch things up and ask him a question? So starting off with the lovely Maddie, what would you like to know about Alphonse? Maybe where he would take you out, maybe a relationship deal breaker, any question that you want to ask him. Let's get into that. So, and while she asks this question, ladies, think about y'all's question.
So, what is the first rule for you in a relationship?
What is
What
your
do you
number
want?
one? Yeah, what is your number one
Yeah.
rule in a relationship? That was a good one.
I think the first thing, we got to always try to meet in the middle. We may not always get there, but like if you want to go out some night and I want to stay in, or the other way around, why pick? Why not do something like exciting in or something chill out? Try to make us both happy without defeating the point of it. I'd love to collaborate and do things like that. So yeah, let's meet in the middle.
Yeah, I like how he subtly just used chill out in there. All right, moving over to the lovely fun size. What question do you have for
Mhm.
today's bachelor?
You keep saying how you're at a point in your life where you want to chill and you're like ready to settle down. Um, what to you is the meaning of like, because a lot of people say I'm in it for the long haul, and me and one of my friends have this conversation all the time. What does long haul mean? Because a lot of people don't understand that nowadays
In life or in a relationship?
in a relationship.
Um, so the chill out was more like life, just moving around and different careers and different jobs and all that. Um, the long haul in a relationship means building something together to me, whether that's a stable source of family or a goal together or something like that, not just something that kind of comes up and then, you know, goes away. Something long haul. So that's something I'm learning how to do in my own life. And yeah, I feel like my partner would have to work with me on that too.
That is beautiful. And you could tell Fun Size is definitely paying attention. I love how she added that to what information she already gathered. Had the Bachelor on against the ropes there for a little bit, but appreciate your honesty, Alphonse. Moving it along to Cloud Nine. Cloud Nine, what question do you have for the lovely Bachelor?
So obviously, I'm in a different state. I don't want to move from my family at some point, but so does long distance matter and does time matter to you in the relationship getting to a point of togetherness?
Uh, well, I'm going to be here for a long time, right? As in, like, I'm going to be in this world for a long time. So time's not that important. Um, I've been in multiple long distance relationships, and they've been some of the happiest times of my life. The communication's got to be there, the chemistry's got to be there, and yeah, traveling to see each other and things like that are important. So
Yeah.
yeah, all I kind of like all the love languages. So quality time can be done over the phone, but physical touch can't always be. I don't know where I'm gonna end up moving, but yeah, I guess that's across that bridge when we get to it, sort of thing.
Perfect. It's like you learned from the Fun Size question. You had that one ready to rock and roll. Okay. All right. Without further ado, let's get back into the questions for the ladies. So starting off with the lovely, our new friend Maddie over here. What question do you have lined up for Maddie into round number two?
Mm. Maddie, what's your favorite thing about yourself?
Ooh.
Um, my personality. I'm
Okay.
so fun, so easygoing. I like dancing. I like jokes. Yeah, my personality is so fun.
That was a heck of an answer because none of her, if you paid attention, none of her things that she said related to her look. So I appreciate that. All right, moving it right along over to the lovely Fun Size. I appreciate it, guys. Normally I would put the rate the date official name tag, but we're gonna wait to the end of this episode to feature you. But how about just for ish and giggles that we feature our lovely Mr. Perfect guitar hero? But we'll be changing this up on our next episode. So we got Mr. Guitar. You are officially on the Rate the Date name tag. Congratulations. You'll be featured on the Instagram. And then the person at
Oh,
the end of the stream is going to be featured on our next episode. Okay, enough about that. Moving on to fun size questions. First question of round number two. What do you got for us?
What's your type? Do you have one?
I've learned through the years I don't really have a type. I will say physical attraction matters, but I'm more attracted to personality.
Or I always say only Pokemon and serial killers have types, so that was a good answer.
That's actually a good
When
one. I'm
you're
going to have to use
young, you
that one.
have a type, but I'm in my 30s, and as you grow, you realize looks don't stay forever. So,
Yeah, that maturity is definitely being a factor with Fun Size on today's show. Definitely to her credit. Okay, moving it along to our youngest competitor on today's show. We got the lovely Cloud Nine. Cloud Nine, representing for our youth. What question do you have lined up for the lovely Cloud Nine?
What aspect of dating do you hate the most? Can't stand.
The couples who go out at every bar.
So
just
If-
go out and just are there?
And it's every weekend. Like it's like every weekend the guys have to go out with the girls, and no, 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 no.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a barfly companion,
I need
you know,
experiences.
yeah, let's
That's kind of
experience.
the experience.
Yeah, let's broaden our horizons. It's so funny you bringing up like not going out and partying and bar, like that's a lot of the streamers. It seems like the relationship that they kind of get in. But anyways, what do I know? All right, bringing it right back around to the lovely Maddie. She's over there having fun, poking those hearts. What question do you have lined up for her?
Hmm. Do you have kids or do you plan on having kids?
No, I don't have any kids, and to be honest with you, I don't have any plan. Maybe in future, I don't know, but currently, no, I don't like to have.
Okay, so fair enough. She knows what she likes for right now, and she said no kids in the future. And of course, she doesn't have any kids right now, but she has. It looks like a bunch of friends. All right,
Yeah.
moving on over to fun size. What question do we have lined up for fun size? And how's the chat doing while he's asking these questions? Who do you guys think he should pick? What question do you have lined up for fun
Do
size?
you like to be around a lot of people, by yourself most of the time? Introvert, extrovert? Who are you?
I am a selective extrovert. I don't like big crowds. I don't like to be around a bunch of strangers. However, the people that I do like to be around, it's a party. So
The people you do like to be around. What was that last part?
it's a party when I'm around people I like. When I'm around like huge crowds, it's like, don't invade my personal space at all. But
Yeah, I mean, I could have just assumed that with the Puerto Rican Italian background. Those are two big families. Don't get overwhelmed, Alphonse. Don't get overwhelmed if you meet the parents. No pun intended. All right, moving it along. That's not pressure, is it? No, I'm just joking. Okay, cool. What question do you have over for Cloud9? What question do we have?
What are your one or two biggest love languages?
Love languages being acts of service, gift giving, words of affirmation, what is it? Physical touch and quality time.
Well, okay, so definitely time, quality time, given that both of us work, obviously, or so far apart at the time, um, and just being there. I don't know.
Oh, so like you more or less
Being
along.
there for you, like
I think I've been
talking.
to your stream before. You said you like the quality time, but you don't want to be smothered. Like
Yeah.
so definitely still creating your space. And I think I dug a little bit deeper. She said, no, I don't mind laying down in bed, have him throw his legs over me. It's just don't be in my
You gotta put it
zone
out.
24/7.
Kick my feet out.
Yeah, I call them windshield wipers. Let's Okay, moving it back over to the lovely Maddie. Maddie, what question do you have lined up for the lovely Maddie?
Do you have a favorite cheesy pickup line?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Do I have cheesy?
Do you have a pickup line that you use? Have you ever used a pickup line? And if so, and if you don't, how do you go about getting a guy? Would you ever approach a guy?
To be honest with you, I didn't understand the question.
Like if you had to pick up a guy, if you went out and you saw a guy that you like, or you saw a guy that was your type, how would you go about getting his attention?
Oh, I don't use pickup lines, and about getting his attention. Usually, I don't need to actually attract the attention because the guy will attract to me by itself. So I never try for anything. Usually, it happens.
Yeah,
They use pickup lines on me. Oh.
yeah, no surprise there. Maddie does not have to pick up men. Who knew? All right, moving it right along over to the lovely fun size. What question do you have lined up for fun size?
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
My favorite thing, my honesty. Some people hate it. I love it. Some people can't handle the truth, but honesty to me is my favorite quality. I don't like lying. Don't have time for lying, so.
Yeah, she means business, and I could hear it in her voice also. And also's been showing that honesty throughout today's show. So kudos to the lovely Fun Size. All
Also,
right,
you can mute me, like, sorry, you can mute me because I'm outside, so you hear the cars. So
yeah, I apologize about that. That's you know, I could, yeah,
yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
you can do it because it's gonna happen again.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you for the honesty. Okay, Cloud9, what are we working with for the lovely Cloud9?
Hmm. What's one decision that's had a real big impact in your life?
Oh, that's a good question.
Starting to have kids at 14.
Yo, that's a
That's
perfect answer,
big
actually.
impact,
I mean, 14. First
Yeah.
kid at 14.
Well, I
Whoa.
was pregnant. Yeah, pregnant at 14. I had him at 15, and then the second one, I had the second at 17.
I would have never been able to guess.
Wow.
You look youthful. I'm sure you get that a lot. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's nice to have that other side of you that's that nurturing, that warmth, you know, that motherly nourishment that sometimes you don't get from a 24-year-old Cloud9. Is that correct?
23, the 30th.
23-year-old. Okay. Well, beautiful. Different dimensions to all of our lovely contestants. Okay, I think we have time enough for two more questions. So let's actually go to the audience for the next question. I think I have a question from our lovely chat, and they say here, coming from Nita. Nita said, how do you handle obstacles in your relationship? So that one goes out to all of you ladies. How do you handle obstacles in your relationship? So if you're dealing with some problems, how do you work that out? Starting off with Maddie.
Yeah, by negotiation, we can compromise, negotiate, and then we decide how to handle and tackle the problem. That's what I think.
Okay, that's a perfect explanation. All right, what about you, Fun Size? How are you tackling when things get a
It's
little
actually
tough?
something Ellie said. Communication is key in any relationship. And one of the biggest pieces of advice I've been married before, and my ex mother in law said, doesn't matter how upset you get with the person, do not sleep in a separate room. You make sure you sleep next to your partner every night. Once you're sleeping in separate beds, the relationship is dead.
Yeah, for sure. Unless they have sleep apnea. Okay, moving it right along over to Cloud9. Cloud9, how do you handle obstacles in your relationship when things get a little tough?
Kind of obstacles we talked about, like the bed breaking, and we have to like hammer and nails in it, or like going and fixing a flat tire, because like something's just got to, it just has to be done. So both of us just have to do it together.
Okay, all right. So just in unison, how you break that bed is your own personal business. But okay, it's cool that you guys you'll watch them work, or maybe you'll get out the screws. All right. Moving it right along for our last question of the first round, going out to the lovely Maddie. So definitely make these questions count, Alphonse. We got these lovely contestants. I've been digging this show. Chat, what do you guys think? Who are you guys rooting for? Has anybody connect? Do you see yourself in any of these contestants? We have some wonderful women and men in here. Guys, who would you pick? And ladies, who do you feel like you relate to? All right, starting off with the lovely Maddie. What question do we have lined up for the lovely Maddie?
All right, if you were to take me out on a date, let's say it's my birthday, something like that, you really want to woo me, how would you do it?
We can go to a very, very fancy restaurant, and then after that, um, I will make your night very good. I can guarantee that, but let me don't go through details.
Better in person, okay.
Hey
But
now, is
definitely
everybody?
it will be for a night.
Yeah. Hey now, is anybody else curious? Maybe if you pick the lovely Maddie, she'll give you a little bit more details privately on what's going to happen in that transaction. Pajamas, question mark? Anyways, moving it over to fun size. What is the final question for the lovely fun size?
If you could learn one skill instantly, I mean, just pick something up now, what would it be?
If I can learn one skill instantly, um, to be able to understand the human brain.
Okay, well, so mind reading, body language, all the
Yeah,
above, right?
to understand all forms of communication. Like I didn't announce it. I am a mom. I have a nonverbal autistic child. To be able to understand what he's trying to communicate with me.
That is so funny because with your response, I instantly thought I would not want to be her kid, but then you kind of humbled me with your answer. That makes perfect sense. Okay, moving it to the final question of the last round, going out to the lovely Cloud9. What question do you have for our beautiful Cloud? Y'all see the clouds above his head? It's so hard but rewarding. Yeah, that's true. Answer the question. Ask the question.
All right, you said that you're not like a big barfly, anything like that. You want to have experiences. What's one type of experience you'd like to have?
A new one. Like I'm going to
Duh.
concert this weekend for my birthday, so that's gonna be a new experience.
You're doing what? I didn't hear that.
I'm going to a concert Sunday.
Who?
Ooh, for your birthday, you said, correct?
Yeah, though it's weekend before, but yeah, was Khalifa and Snoop Dogg.
Ooh, awesome.
Light up.
What?
But a new experience, probably going to a new state, and I mean I'm going to Live Fest, so that'll be new.
Well, that sounds awesome. So maybe even though Alphonse is not a streamer himself, we can give him a good taste of what this streaming platform is all about. Hopefully no fights this time. But anyways, that concludes our final question of the second round. Ladies, you guys did great. He has a tough decision in front of him. But let's just give y'all a round of applause. You look lovely, and the answers were equally as lovely. Great personalities to accommodate these bonus that, they're also beautiful. Okay, Alphonse, this is where things get a little difficult. You had Maddie who came in here, but she definitely got us thinking and wondering. We saw those pajamas. We're not wondering about that. You might be wondering a couple of other things, but we'll keep it PG on here. Okay, so then we have the lovely fun size showing her maturity. All her answers ready to rock and roll, ready to go, and very firm and confident and communicative and honest was the exact word that she used. And then we have Cloud9. Even though she's 23, she has that life experience. She knows what she wants. She knows what she's already had as far as, the fun side, but she's ready to settle down, but, can still go out to a concert and have some fun, So without further ado, there can only be one. This is a double elimination. I'm sorry, Alphonse. So who is going to be the first person, unfortunately, that's going to be eliminated? Can I get a drum roll, please? Who do you think, chat?
Maddie, I'm sorry, but I don't like fancy restaurants like that. Yeah, not my bag. I'm a little more down home. So.
Oh, fair enough. But that was an honest answer. But something tells me that Maddie is not going to go without attention. And I'm sure a guy can definitely inquire the fancy restaurant and whatever question mark she had planned afterwards. Maddie, it was awesome having you on today. I would love to bring you back, maybe for season 4, to have you as a bachelor, and we'll get you some guys, and you're going to be the person in charge. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Definitely. Well, y'all make sure to definitely hit her with the favorite. I'm sure she was a fan favorite. And until next time, Maddie, we'll see you again. I'll get over to you. Okay, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. You got the veteran, and then you got the rookie over here. Fun size goes head to head with Cloud9. Maybe you're feeling like you're on Cloud9. You can't pick both of them. This is not the throuple episode, unfortunately. Maybe for the future. But without further ado, can we get a drum roll, please? Who is going to be today's winner?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Cloud9.
Cloud9, congratulations.
Fun size, I would love to get to know you more, but I'm only 27, so this like getting to know myself chapter, you don't have time for that. You know exactly what you want, and I think I would do a good job, but I don't think you have room for I thinks either. So
Ooh.
I want you to get I know.
Well, that is beautiful. And I think you actually might have a point there. Fun size, we loved having you on the show. I'm sure my chat loved getting to know you a little bit more. I'm sure I personally did. We would love to bring you back on the show, though, and we could find those guys that don't have maybe, what ifs, and, you know, kind of grounded and know what the heck they want. We'd love to have you back, babe. Any parting ways for the stream?
No, I appreciate it. It was fun. Thank you. And you're right. I appreciate your honesty with that answer.
Also, I got to look out for myself because I love collabing in the kitchen, and I would be all up your ass in there, and I can't take many more stab wounds. So sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, don't want to be all up on her. And something tells me that Puerto Rican side doesn't create a lot of room. But fun size, loved having you. Appreciate you. Boom. And then there was one. Congratulations, fun size. I could see on your face that maybe that might have came as a surprise. But this is what I want you guys to do. You guys are going to get to know each other off of the platform on the Book of Face, the Snap of All Chats, the Gram of Instas. I think both of y'all have Instagram. I could link y'all up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a messenger group chat for all of us, and then I'm going to skedaddle and leave it up to y'all to do the rest. All I ask is that y'all tune in next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, closer to 7 o'clock, and give us a bit of an update. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, awesome, you guys. Any parting ways from the stream? I think you guys did great. I appreciate it. Starting off with Cloud9, you had fun?
Yeah, thanks for the last minute insert.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, and Alphonse, you had a good time?
Yeah, this is great. This is my first one, so thanks for popping my cherry.
Yeah, we'll appreciate it. Hopefully it didn't get too crazy for you. But enough about that. You guys get out of here. We have some business to attend to. Man, that was an awesome episode, guys. Just give yourself a round of applause. I'm going to give y'all that classic round of applause, you know. So let's give y'all one of those here. We have some time left. So let me just give another shout out to my top gifters from the last episode. We had Chris Casper, my boss, at the #1 spot. And we got to talk about the event that's coming over in November and what I have to do with that. We had Animal at the #2 spot, Rar at the #3 spot, Lavender at the #4 spot, and we have Blake Premier himself at the #5 spot. Can we just give another round of applause for our lovely gifters? And a big shout out to Mr. Guitar Man that we got featured on the show today. And then we have some plugs for me personally. Let me get a little selfish with this. We have Eddie, Are You Smarter Than a Top Badge? That's going to be Tuesday, July 25th. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and yours truly is going to be on there. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate that. That was coming from The Real. And then we have another auction coming up. That is Queen Me's auction, royalty birthday auction. And that's going to be at 10 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday, August 26th. Catch your boy Dorian on that auction. Going to be suited and booted like I am today. And then we have Suited Up with Chris Casper. That's every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the support, all the love. Let's rock out till we get to our lovely 800. But let's swag out in the way that we should. Let's go out to our lovely dating show theme song. But, guys, I appreciate you so much. My lovely admins. Emoji J for coming up with that beautiful tribute. We all love and miss energy, and we'll be talking a little bit about that on the after the show talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was a beautiful episode. The ladies were spectacular. So I'm sure you guys are going to be tuning in to them on their own streams. So yeah, without further ado, let's get some rocking and rolling. Thank you for the gifts. Look at that. I am so blessed. I'm so blessed. Thank you, guys. Y'all like the hair? Y'all like the outfit? It's time to rate the date with Dorian Gray. It's time to rate the date with Dorian Gray. It's gonna be fun. Who's gonna win the day? Rate the date with Dorian Gray. What up, Ash? Austin, all my people, I see you here. Haley Cakes, fun. Who's gonna win the day? China. Ellie Marie, I see you. It's gonna be fun. Until next time, guys, we got an amazing month. Everybody's pre-booked in advance. We're definitely going to have a lot of fun. Lily, thank you so much, sweetheart. Make sure to get those gifts in, because on the next episode, we're going to have the featured Rate the Date name tag featuring whoever the top gifter is. And right now, it looks like Guitar is holding that top spot. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Thank you for all the support. I couldn't have done this without you. I'm having a blast doing this show. But you know what? This show is even better live. Live studio audience, live bachelor, live 3 contestants. So this next episode might actually be a live show. This show is better live. I know it's good how it is, but let's take this show live. So appreciate you guys. Much love. Thank you all for the support. Until next